Hello and welcome to this episode of Ring Takes. Of course, I'm Daniel, joined by Brian and Lewis. But since this special occasion on last Saturday, SummerSlam, which we'll be reviewing, we had a person that has not wrestled in WWE, at least an official match in 12 years, CM Punk. We have our own resident favorite CM Punk fan here, John Escobar, joining us. Thank you, John, for joining us here on the heels of SummerSlam.
Here we go.
What,
Here we go.
you didn't like that warm welcome? Your man CM Punk comes back? But we'll get into it. We'll get into
already
it.
ganging up on me.
We'll get into it. But first off, we're starting off. This will be episode 73, of course, SummerSlam review. In Roman Reigns' return, of course, the Tribal Chief has come back to WWE. In a highly contested bout between Cody Rhodes.
Get all the ones up. Just show all the ones there.
You can't keep. You want to know what? I was saving this, but why not?
Oh my God! Here we go.
Simple. Just excellence. Just excellence. That's all.
Team Solo. And I'm gonna say this right now before I'm taking this. Jacob is going to be the future, and I'm letting you know right now.
John, I tried to tell these two a long time ago that I'm more interested in Jacob than Solo Sikoa as far as this group goes. I've been trying to say that. Jacob is the guy.
Jacob is the guy, but Dan refuses to acknowledge it, just like he refused to acknowledge 2 years ago when I said that Gunther was the freaking man, and now he's all up in his case.
All right. We'll get into
that. But I just want to know what you guys thought of first of the match between Cody Rhodes and Solo, and of course the return of Roman Reigns and where this potentially could lead to.
All right. Well, John, you want to go first? We'll let you.
I'll go. I have a lot of built-in anger over here. So, all right. So. The match was good. I think the match was pace wise, it was good. I liked it. I thought they were going through their paces. Solo put on a good show. You can't deny that. The guy has a lot of people like to, excuse my language, but shit on him because of his of his in-ring experience. But honestly, the kid guy, he can do it. I mean, a lot of people don't like him, obviously for reasons unbeknownst to me, but
he's not the original tribal chief.
He's the tribal chief. Roman Reigns retired, so it's okay. But
according to Solo,
Paul Heyman acknowledge him.
No, Paul. Listen, Paul Heyman's gonna go back. Paul Heyman's gonna go back to CM Punk at one point, and he's gonna leave Roman Reigns because he knows Roman Reigns can't cut a promo to save his life. So that's gonna happen. But the match, getting back to the point of the matter of fact, the match was great. I gave it a 3.5 stars. I thought it was decent. There was more to be yearned. I think Cody's becoming a little bit more stale. Like, I don't know if you notice it. I mean, people are still behind him, but like Cody's matches are becoming predictable. So it's more of the predictability of the match than anything else. We all knew, everybody in the world, it was the worst kept secret in the world that Roman Reigns was going to come back. We all knew this. Everybody coming in knew this. Everybody in the crowd knew it. And it was just like, I don't know, like the last good match that he had was against AJ Styles in France.
Sometimes predictability is good.
No. Listen, I hear you, and I think this match, like the whole SummerSlam in general, was all predictable, but it was very good predictable. It wasn't that it wasn't like bad predictable. We always get some really bad predictable PLEs, but this was a good predictability PLE, and it just the match itself. I honestly thought. Yes, it should have gone last because of the Roman pop. It was a little cheap pop, but he got it. But let's see. I don't know. I just think it was more to be yearned for that match. For me personally, I thought the match could have been better. Cody does the same thing over and over. It's just he's
What else
becoming the
is he
John Cena.
supposed to do?
He's becoming the John Cena.
It's part of the story, though. It's
His
not.
story's over. His story's done.
No, I'm not his story. I'm just
I was
talking about the
to say,
storyline.
No, I get it. They're already setting up Cody to weave away from the bloodline, so the whole bloodline faction, so they can concentrate on the Civil War that's about to happen,
Yeah.
and the new bloodline's about to destroy, Roman. That's what we want. Let's go, Jacob. Let's go, Jacob.
Hey, he might be injured though.
No, I just read on the.
Why you gotta put that negativity out there, man? No,
It's not negativity; it's reality.
Well,
I've been trying to find ever since Saturday. I've been trying to find out if he's hurt or not. Like checking the dirt sheets.
I saw the picture of the boot, but
the walking boot. I did see the picture of the boot.
I was trying to figure out like how he got injured because I'm like,
well, you saw how he got injured. That was really.
I think his foot jammed into the table.
Was it his foot or his shin that hit the table?
It could have been his shin, like because when I replayed it, I was looking at it. When he did the splash, his foot kind of like hit the table, like table end, and it like. Bah. So and you could tell like it was he was in real agonizing pain. The minute I saw that,
he's like, if I'm injured right now, this fucking sucks.
Yes, bro, because this is the worst time to get injured, especially now that you can develop the Civil War.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing that they signed. Who did they sign? They signed
Nicoleo?
like the 9th million Samoan. No, I don't know what is it. Samoan WWE.
Yeah.
Pretty much. This is
they called the dynasty for a reason, right?
Listen, The Rock is running the show for a reason, bro. I think he's gonna sign his cousins. He's gonna sign his cousins. Everybody's cousins. I'm telling you, his daughter's already a general manager. Who knows? Who knows? I'm telling you, his wife is gonna be CEO of WWE one day. It's bound to happen. I don't get it. That's it. It's just call it the Samoan Wrestling Federation, Samoan Wrestling Entertainment.
He's trying to do what his grandmother did. Basically.
Yeah, they're just gonna take over it. It's just they're gonna create more Samoans, and it's just. That's going to be the characters. Like, which is the better Samoan? It's just crazy. It's insane how many are they coming out with? The Civil War is going to look like Avengers versus X-Men type shit. Like it's going to be like, when is it going to end?
It's not.
I'm fine with it.
No, I am too.
Yeah, for me, I think Cody was just playing his part. I thought it was a great match. Like John said, I think we all kind of knew what was going to happen. Everybody knew, and their moms kind of unless you're not paying close enough attention, everybody knew that Roman was coming back at SummerSlam. Obviously, it's one of the big, the Big Four or whatever. And everybody's just waiting to see it. And when it happened, it was just perfect. And it's crazy to see. And this is, I think, maybe I agree with John. Like, it kind of sucks because it's like now that he's back as a baby face, is this diminishing Cody? Because he's been the top baby face this whole reign. And now you got Roman coming back. And with that type of reaction, now everybody has their hands up just for him. We're chanting, "We want Roman." Does this kind of negate his popularity? I don't think so, because I think Cody is still just going to be hot in general because everybody loves him. But I think Roman is somewhat overshadowing him now, especially now that he is a babyface.
You don't hold the title for 4 years and don't overshadow everyone.
No, exactly.
This is true. This is very true.
I know, but it's crazy to think how for the longest people wanted Roman to lose the title, and then he left, and everybody immediately wanted him back.
That's the antithesis of a great heel, right? Like when they go away or when they get hurt, when they come back, and then that babyface role, everybody's behind them because of that change.
Yeah, so it's just crazy to see like that reaction, that pop, and I think this adds to the mystique of Roman. Yes, I will sit here and say it as well. Early on, I was not a fan of Roman. He was the John Cena for me for the longest time, just always getting the win, terrible promos, it was just forced, and it was just like nothing about him was like special until sad to say, but I mean, I with like the whole cancer scare, but then when he came back and he was just like full blown heel, and they just let him be heel, and and I feel like because other people said in like backstage stuff, they're like, this is who he is. They're like, he's a cocky motherfucker. This is a cocky bastard, and I think that's why I give him like credit, because I'm just like, they didn't let him be that for the longest time. The only time he was a heel was when he was in the Shield early on, and he wasn't really cutting promos like that. It was mostly like Seth or Dean or whatever.
He was the muscle.
But now when they let him go off and he became the tribal chief and just that whole mystique, I think that's what elevated him to the next level and that, legendary reign. So, but back to this match. Yeah, I think everything was great about the match. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm very interested what's going to happen Friday. Is Roman coming back alone? Is he bringing people? I don't know. Is Jimmy coming back? Is he going to call on Jay? I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah, possibilities are endless. So to the match, it was a very good match. As far as like how Cody's been as a champion with his matches, with the predictability, I think that just comes with the territory when you're a world champion. I mean, Roman was champion for 4 years, and like every title match, the Bloodline got involved. So that was just the formula of his matches. So I think we're going through the same phase with Cody and his matches right now. Hope Jacob Fatu is okay. We kind of need him. We definitely need him for this Bloodline storyline as far as like intrigue and such goes.
The werewolf. Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes,
we we need him. But, all right, so I have a question.
Whatever that is.
When did Triple H officially take over creative? Was that like summer 2022?
So I remember I had to correct Dan because Dan was adamant that Triple H let Roman Reigns on his 3-year run, which is false, completely false. So Dan
he was
is a liar
an instrumental part.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Triple H wanted to take that title off of him as quick as possible. So
you believe that?
He became officially he became in charge of creative, I think July of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2022.
So was
July
Roman
of 2022.
So was
we
Roman,
can say that.
So was Roman champion? Yes or no at that time?
When did Roman lose his belt? The following year, right?
No.
2 years later, if we're talking 2022.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he lost his belt.
Roman was champion.
Last year. I mean, this year.
Yeah,
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Okay, all right. But I'm going to say this. The perception is going to be that it took Triple H 2 years to do something that Vince McMahon could never do, which is make this man a full-fledged babyface. I believe that reaction that we saw, I think that was the first unanimous babyface reaction he's ever gotten. Aside from when he announced that his leukemia was in remission. Do we
forget the run that he had in the Royal Rumble? Not the time when he was the champion, but the time like that when he was eliminating everybody and everybody was behind.
Stop it.
People were behind Roman at a point in time. It's not like
wait, which one? The one when he won the Rumble and everybody's pissed?
No, not when he.
The one before. The year before
that. That was the year Batista won.
Yes.
I remember that shit.
But
was everybody for him?
Everybody and kicking
people were
in the Royal Rumble.
I don't think I was for him.
People weren't for him. It's just that they were liking.
I think they didn't want Batista to win.
Yeah, they didn't want Batista to win.
Batista was last, wasn't it?
Yeah, he won. He won.
Yeah,
that was the year that Daniel Bryan won.
Was he the 30th spot?
Yeah, but Roman.
Yeah. That was the year that Daniel Bryan won the whole thing at WrestleMania.
But Roman was kicking everybody's ass in that Royal Rumble, and then he got eliminated at the end. But as he was eliminated,
regardless, that happened in what 2013, 2014. It was a decade ago. So we're talking a decade in between these reactions, and now it's happened.
So he's stuck for a decade.
No question. I'm not going to.
He sucked for a decade. That's pretty much.
But I am going to say I am going to be interested in the dynamic moving forward with Roman as a babyface and Cody as a babyface. They're probably going to just keep them far apart for the time being, like John said, while this bloodline storyline's going on. Mm-hmm. I am interested to see what's going to be next. What's going to be next for Cody? I have a hope. When WWE was on their tour of Japan recently, I know it's just a tour of Japan, but Cody was defending the title against in triple threat matches with AJ Styles and Nakamura.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now they want to go back to that and finally pull Shinsuke Nakamura out of whatever hole he's been in for the last 6 months.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't mind. Even though we kind of know that Cody's probably going to go over more than likely. I still want to see Nakamura featured. I mean, like you guys, I'm still not over what happened last fall with Seth Rollins.
He had the great Buddha,
broken stupid back.
He had the
so I would say that's something I would like to see. But to go back to the match, it was a very good match. The whole entire sequence of everybody coming out, like John said, the pacing of the match was very good. First of all, I love Roman's new music, which I think is.
I was frustrated with that. I wanted the same.
Yeah,
I wanted
which I think.
piano.
Yeah, which I think is the same orchestra shit that he had at WrestleMania for his special entrance. So sounds more heroic. So I get it.
Long ass fucking entrance theme.
But definitely a lot to look forward to with both Cody and Roman.
My thoughts on the match, I thought it was pretty good. I was looking it up during the match, of course, when Solo was out there. Solo's only 31 years old, and to be main eventing against Cody Rhodes in the stadium like that, kudos to him. He's been one of the hardest worker, kind of like the SmackDown version of Dominic Mysterio in a way where they're just on TV all the time in the ring doing that work rate.
No, you can't compare him to Dom. Come on. Don't compare him to Dirty Dom.
not the greatest heel, not the greatest heel in the company. We'll get to that, but just kudos to Solo. I feel like people hate on him because he's not Roman Reigns, basically, and basically they think of him as a watered down tribal chief. Whatever the case may be, he's doing his job. I feel like he's been doing good week to week in the position that he's been in, leading this new bloodline. I thought Cody was pretty good. You know what you're going to get in this type of matchup. And everybody just was looking towards the end or when Roman was going to come out. And when he did, everyone was excited. I was hyped. I thought he did a pretty good job coming out and just the anticipation of it and what he was going to do. The announcers were kind of trying to play that
surprised.
The Bash at the Beach 96, whose side is he on? It's like it's clear whose side he was on.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
For a slight second, I was like, is he gonna punch Cody?
No, I was saying remember leading.
Hey, he could have played it smart. This is the one thing I will say. If he wanted to play things smart, he could have rocked Cody, come back Friday, and then go after Solo. Be like, hey, what's up, man? Bow.
As I said, what I wanted was for WWE to play on WWF history, have him help Solo win, and then hand him the title. That's what I wanted.
Nobody wants to see that 1988 bullshit.
Where have you seen anybody hand over a title in this
recent 1988 bullshit?
Not in this
decades ago.
And I think it was SmackDown versus Raw 2006.
Unless you're talking about WCW, the Finger Poke of Doom.
Well, that at least was an official match.
That's what handing over the titles. Yeah, technically.
Listen, that was probably.
I think it was Raw versus SmackDown when William Regal gets hurt and you're with Eugene.
Oh yeah.
Title back to William Regal.
Oh yeah.
Eugene. Good throwback. I thought the match was pretty good. I thought the anticipation of it was pretty good, and we'll see what this happens. I'm very interested to see if this is obviously going to go into bad blood and obviously go into potentially Survivor Series War Games. Obviously, this is probably where it's going to play up. And just where Cody goes, I don't know if Cody's going to be out of this storyline because he's been so integrated in that storyline for the past 2 years. And it's always been a part of him. I don't see him getting weaseled out of that. One, because Roman ultimately wants the title, right? We need that rematch to happen probably at WrestleMania or whatever.
Yeah, but he's got to dominate himself back as the tribal chief. And that's what I'm saying. Is he going to do it alone? or is he just going to brawl out with Solo and get stomped out?
Honestly, it's what Daniel is saying with Roman Reigns and Cody. We none of us want to see Roman Reigns Cody 3.
I
Nobody wants to
do.
see that ish. Nobody wants to see that ish. What's
And
gonna
especially
happen?
if Cody.
I mean,
What's
it'll be up. Yeah, here's the thing though. You don't know who's gonna come out on top though. That would be.
you got to remember?
You don't know
that should be a Hell in a Cell match.
No, you got to remember. They're gonna keep Roman as a face all the way through WrestleMania. That's for sure. So they can't have face versus face unless they turn Cody
They
heel.
can.
No,
Yes, they
it
can.
doesn't. It doesn't. It's not. It's not like okay. It's not like having like a legend coming back like when The Rock faced Cena. That was face versus face.
Even though Roman
Even
Reigns
though
is a
Cena
legend,
was
but
booed out of the
continue.
building. But what
What about him?
I have a feeling what's gonna happen is because remember The Rock is still trying whatever his
The
contract
Rock was
is.
the heel in that then.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like what's gonna happen is The Rock's gonna take the belt off of Cody right before Mania, and then it's gonna be Rock versus Roman. What they so called wanted last year. I mean this year, excuse me. So that's what I feel like is gonna happen for Mania. It's gonna be Rock versus Roman. The real battle that everybody supposedly wanted
I don't
for
think
the
they
belt.
need the title though.
Yeah, they knew that you need the title
want to piss
for it.
off. You don't want to piss off the Cody Crybabies again. So no.
Oh no, I
right
think
before
they're done.
WrestleMania. Nah, not right
No.
before WrestleMania.
No,
He's
I
gonna
think they're
lose it.
done.
He's
You know
gotta
what
lose
it was? I think people were just mad at the fact that, like with Cody not winning the championship and stuff like that. That's where now we got Cody as a champion. We already know he was the champion. So I don't think
I
people would
told
be
you what
as
the issue
mad
was. The issue was it
if
made
he
no
loses it.
sense. That
Yeah,
was
it
the
made no
issue.
sense.
Nah,
If
I
they
don't.
had did it properly and did it the
Yes,
right way,
yes.
it would have been fine. If The Rock won the Royal Rumble, it would have been fine.
But
They
listen,
didn't do that.
they to Triple H's point, this is why he pivots so great. That WrestleMania, that tag match was awesome. I felt like that tag match
It
was
was better than
awesome.
what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
It
it
definitely
was
was.
amazing. It was a good match. The Rock
Yeah.
did great. I think they did it on a good note, and they left the suspense for night 2,
Mhm.
especially for Cody
Yeah.
Roman. So I
How we
like.
got there,
Yeah,
I hated
I
it.
I
But
know
the
you
result,
hated it, but in hindsight, it turned out well. If you think
yeah,
about
the
it,
result is what we wanted. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
this is where Dan turned heel
yeah,
because
because
he was giving up his spot, and then he's like, "You stupid! Why would you give up your WrestleMania to win?" And blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
yeah.
we're still gonna get what we wanted.
I'm just gonna ask this.
Dan was an honorary Cody Crybaby.
I'm just
Cody
gonna ask
Crybaby
this.
for.
I'm just gonna ask this. What Royal Rumble person gave up their spot?
But he
No.
didn't though. But he didn't though.
Wait,
That's why I was so stupid. See,
he
they
didn't give
even
up
admit
his
that.
spot.
They even admit that in the documentary that was the stupid part about it. The fact that he won the Royal Rumble and now you want him to give up his spot.
That's all
Like
I had.
they know.
That's all I had.
No, we all hated it. I hated it. I definitely hated it.
But we got where we needed to be.
Yeah.
No, but I thought the match was pretty good. It's going to be interesting to see what happens and they're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I believe, for SmackDown.
Yeah,
So
Tulsa.
hopefully that crowd is going crazy for Roman
Tomorrow.
when he comes out, and Cody when he comes
They're
out.
gonna boo him. They're gonna boo him. Hopefully,
They're not
Okay.
going to boo Roman Reigns.
Oh,
I'm telling you, watch. You're about to watch the best babyface work of Roman Reigns in his career.
Oh my
That's what you're about to
God.
watch, and you're going to enjoy it. It's okay.
I'm not gonna enjoy it.
It's okay.
I just want to see him get obliterated.
The original Tribal Chief is back, and we'll see what he has to say on SmackDown. We'll see what happens with Cody Rhodes and Solo in the new bloodline, and hopefully, of course, Jacob Fatu with that splash off the top rope to Cody. Hopefully, he's all right. Hopefully, it's just a sprain.
That's what I'm praying.
And he can come back in a couple of weeks and stuff like that because he's definitely needed. Even though I think he's a Magla 2.0, he's just another version.
Oh my God!
I'm
Stop
saying,
it,
I like the
man.
Magla better than him.
2.0.
That's all I'm saying.
I
Am
mean,
I Samoan?
that's Unk though. Yeah.
Am I Samoan lineage? I'm
he
going with
is-
Magla. That's all I'm saying.
That's Unk though. So hey, that's not a bad comparison. That's Unk.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
Dan doesn't realize that Jacob athletically is light years ahead of what Umaga was.
That's
And
fine.
I
He
like
can be more
Umaga.
athletic.
But
Athletic doesn't mean better. That's fine.
yeah, he is better. What do you mean? Have you not been watching him?
But we'll save this.
He's
We'll
been
save
tearing
this
it
for another
apart.
day. I've seen him in MLW. I'm impressed with how big he is and the size the moves that he pulls off at his size. But we'll save it for another day when we have our Samoan tribal chief.
Oh my God!
The
Roman
whenever
Fest.
that
That's what it is.
It's a Roman Fest.
The
Whatever
Roman
that
Fest.
But let's continue on. There